Welcome to Your Max Podcast Now. Developers are accusing Apple of intentionally slowing down web apps that run on iPhones and iPads in order to make apps for the Apple's popular App Store more appealing, according to a report from Wired. Developers who create apps out of JavaScript and HTML that can run in a web browser on an iOS device accuse the company of neglecting the JavaScript engine so that their apps run slowly when added as an icon to the home screen and run from there instead of as a bookmark in a browser. The advantage to the user is that the homepage web apps are more prominent and easier to access. The advantage to developers is that they can be distributed outside Apple's control and are not subject to rules which apply to the App Store. They are also intended to be cross-platform since they rely on open shared standards, but apps that are speedy in Apple's mobile Safari browser lag when run via the home screen, developers told the tech publication. Apps written in Cocoa, Apple's proprietary language for iOS apps, must be approved by Apple and distributed through Apple's App Store. As native apps, they are generally more powerful than web apps since they have more access to the operating system. But web apps are growing increasingly more powerful as browser makers build better JavaScript engines, such as Nitro Engine, including mobile Safari. The promise is that such apps can easily run on many platforms while delivering performance that rivals those of apps written in device-specific languages, which require developers to write separate apps for Android, iOS, Windows Mobile 7, BlackBerry, and WebOS, among other mobile operating systems. Peter Kafka of All Things Digital reports that you can watch preseason baseball right now for free via Major League Baseball's page on Facebook. Unfortunately, as it's just a proof of concept, you can't expand the video beyond the smallish box in the newsfeed. If you click on the image, you'll be directed off-site where you can sign up for a free account and watch the game on a full screen. And if you like it enough, MLB TV hopes that you'll spring for up to $120 for a season-long subscription to the digital video package, which is really the point of this experiment, says Bob Bowman, CEO of MLB.com, Pro Baseball's digital operation. Bowman says the free games on Facebook, which run from now until opening day at the end of the month, are merely supposed to test Facebook's promotional power. By the way, the folks behind Ultimate Fighting Championship have been trying the same thing by showing some of their preliminary matches for free and trying to upsell viewers on a pay-per-view buy off-site. And according to Ryan Singal, also of All Things Digital, Twitter is now letting users choose an encrypted connection while reading and writing on the micro-messaging service the company announced Tuesday. The optional HTTPS setting is intended to better protect users who connect to Twitter over Wi-Fi, where hackers can sniff out passwords and hijack user accounts. Twitter is adopting the encryption protocol, the same one used in online banking and commerce, in steps, but said in a blog post Tuesday that it hopes to make it the default soon. The move comes just weeks after celebrity tweeter Ashton Kutcher had his account hijacked over Wi-Fi at the TED conference. It was also just days after the company settled with federal authorities over charges that it had weak security despite promises to users that accounts were strongly protected.
Truth triumphs fiction.
And now here's the story, the one in the cockles of your... Where is it I keep my cockles? Anyhow, Amherst, Virginia. A woman turned a few heads when she walked into a rural Virginia courthouse with a tiny monkey clad in a pink and white dress, tucked in her bra. The woman brought the palm-sized marmoset to Amherst County Courthouse on Thursday for a hearing in Juvenile and Domestic Relations Court. Officials apparently didn't notice the monkey until the woman went to an office to complete some paperwork. In an interview with the News and Advance newspaper of Lynchburg, the woman says the marmoset is 7 weeks old and requires constant attention. The woman tells the newspaper she bought the animal on an online auction site and had the clothes specially made. Oh, isn't that just darling? And so goes another hump day in the Magic Apple Kingdom, boys and girls. Speaking of web apps, don't forget when you're on your mobile device, Go to our homepage, you'll find the URL at the end of the show, and you'll be presented with a choice of things to do, to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and also to get our web app to make it easier to access this stuff, if that's what you want to do. So remember, download, double-click, drop out.